What are we going live?
Right now.
Oh.
We are currently live.
I did that on purpose.
Hey. Welcome to Ken versus 10, the recap show with Dan in Demand, who's to that direction right over there. I never point the right way.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. I would.
Oh, that is hard. I didn't. Oh, yeah. It's like backwards.
So we are here, Ken versus 10. Last week, if you follow the channel and you follow along, Dan and I listed 10 items from our death pile. And basically, we're trying to beat our death pile. See how many of those items we could sell in this last week. And but also a little friendly competition between both of us. Now, I consider to be a win against the death pile as 6 of your 10 items. Okay, which is pretty tough depending on what you're listing, but our sales were not as good as we thought. We started out on fire, so we'll go through that in a few after we get some folks in the chat here. I'll say hi to a couple people here. Jill is stopping in. She probably has some clients today, and so may the best man win. Well, I got to tell you, Jill, he did. We'll let you know. And Chris, Cajun Reseller, who is on his way north, he is listening while driving. He's doing some 127 along the way, and then going to be visiting us up here in Ohio next week for the Route 30 sales. And so really looking forward to that. And Len 5280 finds. Hello, Ken, Dan, and chat. Good to see you, Len. Len out in the Denver area. Used to be a good picking buddy of Jimmy's when he was still out there.
Oh.
So how's your week been, Dan, since last we spoke?
I mean, it started off really good, and then I felt like I was gonna sell all 10, and then it kind of just fizzled out, and was basically what I was most feared about was like how close kind of can be. It's just some of it will go fast, but some of it not so much.
But we're going to talk about your one big sale.
Oh yeah,
and how that relates to your to what you list and stuff. So it's what am I looking at here? And then we're going to play a few silly games later on in the show. But so your sales this week, besides the ones that you listed on the show last week, how they been?
Sales were, I mean, pretty decent this week. I mean, nothing outrageous, but I was happy to finish the month strong. I was pretty happy with what I did this month. I try to look at it big picture instead of getting like day by day. Being depressed. I look at it by the week and then try to do better than I did for the month. So it was the end of July, obviously. Since it was today the first. Is today the first or the second?
Today is the first.
Yeah. So I was happy with how my month ended. I mean, nothing like, if you didn't ask me, I wouldn't be bragging, but I was happy.
Yeah, I had a decent month. I would say an average month. You know, it was the numbers looked okay at the end. And so, and I do the same thing. You know, if you go sale by sale or you go daily, you'll drive yourself nuts. But, you know, being full-time resellers, you kind of got to look at that big picture. You know, if you start getting into the months where you're not doing as well, that can be a bit scary. But
yeah, when I worked as a poker dealer, I kept my own tips. So
yeah,
I would go to work, and then you kind of worked as if you were needed. If it was slow night, you could sign up and leave early. So I had a full-time job, but you know, some days I might work I mean, there's times where I only worked like 30 minutes and I would go home. And you would get you would cash out, and you would you have a toke slip, and you know, there's days where mine would be like $20, and I'm like, but after you know, for the week, I was like looking for the week, so it's kind of how I do it.
Exactly. Let's say hi to Shanna. Simply Shenanigans is here. Hey guys, uh, Grams and Pops over there, Corey is shirking his responsibilities. He should be editing a video, but he's here instead. We appreciate
Yeah.
you
Well, you should be
coming
taking care of
by.
your videos.
Yeah. And Cameron is here. What's
Hey,
up,
Cameron.
Cameron, we'll talk about him in a little bit, but he was kind of instrumental in
Yeah.
your big sale.
Woohoo! Thanks, Cameron.
And there's Amanda, the Fireball
Amanda.
Flippers is here. Lisa Durr.
Hey, Lisa.
Lisa is also from Ohio. And Lisa, let us know in the chat if you're doing anything 127 or Route 30 sales here in Ohio. That 127 is a couple days. Is starts what, Wednesday or Thursday or something, and then the following week is the Route 30 sales, which I'm super excited about. Both of those. Going to get out and do some sourcing. Going to do some meetups with some other resellers. So Cameron says that he is clueless as to what he did. So we'll get into that. So we'll talk about, Dan, we'll talk about the friendly competition that we had last week in listing 10 items. And right out, do you want me to go in your sale order, or do you want me to go kind of the most exciting or least exciting up to build up?
We could go. I guess least. I don't know. What do you think? Least excited?
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure. Okay. So, well, we'll do Dan, I would probably say maybe right here, one of the items he sold, this was the last of the 3 items that he sold, was these Polo Ralph Lauren Suffield whatever. There's some yellow pants.
Yeah.
He sold some yellow pants for $24.99.
That is staying out, if you remember too, because I think you might be able to get a little bit more if they weren't staying, because they're Pima cotton. Pima cotton's like feels nice.
And that was in there. Yeah, Pima cotton. Yeah, see, I know nothing about that stuff. So let's see. I want to go back here and hit this. It's clickbait, Cameron, just to keep you here listening for your name later. Lisa is doing 127 for sure tomorrow and Thursday. Just a few minutes from 127. My kids went to high school in Wayne Trace. It's between Paulding and Van Wert. Hey, Lisa, we will be in the Van Wert area Thursday. So let's talk on Instagram. And there's my dear sweet mother. Hello. My mother is here. My mother and my pop is there watching as well. It wasn't going to leave anyway. I appreciate that. If that's the least exciting, this is going to be a show. Yeah, well, Jill had said, in the chat last week, I should have bought those yellow pants to go with my yellow hat that I wear, but I don't think they were my size. You might be correct there. You might be correct, Cameron. So, we'll do my sale now. What both of us had, you had 2 sales, like boom, like right away. No, they were both the first day, right? Or were they all spread out? Yeah, because you had
the first night, and then the next one, I think it was the next morning, maybe. I don't know. I don't even remember now.
Yeah, because you had 2 sales before I got my first one.
No, you had the first one.
I had the very first sale. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, I don't even pay attention to my own show, Dan, or my Instagram posts.
After that, it was crickets.
So I sold this Andy Griffith Show Mayberry-opoly Monopoly game. Yes, and that sold really quick. $38.99 was and I had priced that because most all of them that I had saw that were selling went for $39.99. And others that were listed were all $38.99. So I put mine up for $1 cheaper. I had paid $2 for it at a yard sale. So I was pleased to sell it that quickly and right out of the gate. That's right. Right out of the gate, I was
Yeah.
already talking smack on Instagram, 1-0 against Dan. And then I think you were in, again, we won't reveal your big sale just yet, but you were in a live.
Yeah, I did Cats live last Tuesday after.
You did Cats Live after, but you were in a live when you sold your next item, or you sold this
Yeah.
item right here.
Oh yeah, I think I was
These,
doing. Yeah, I was
oh,
doing my live. I forgot I
yeah,
sold
you were
those.
doing your Wednesday live. So if you're not, these are a pair of Crocs jelly sandals, flat jelly sandals for $30.
Yeah,
So
I
that's a
sold that
heck of
day. Yeah, so that was the next
a
day. It was
good
during my
sale.
live. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I was watching. You were
And I shipped them
on
that
your
day
own
too.
that day,
I shipped them
and
that day. I was excited.
it
I
was
said I was
right
gonna wait
near
till the
the
next day.
end.
Hmm.
It was right near the end of the show. And Dan was, I mean, he was rubbing it in live. He was really putting it on thick, laying it on. He's looking at his phone. He's like, look at this. I'm selling look at this, Ken. So at that point, I think at that point you were up
Yeah, that was 2
two
to
to
one right
one.
then. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh because of your big sale, I want to look at a comment here. Um da, 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 da. And Lisa says, sure, that will be first on Instagram. I'm Instagram illiterate. So if you are Lisa, if you do have an Instagram, I'll try to find you and we'll see what's up. So anyway, let's just spoil it right now, Dan. We won't
Well,
prolong
that's
this.
all the sales now.
Dan's big sale of the week was boom.
Boom.
Right
Yeah.
here, the Build-A-Bear Hello Kitty Sanrio Orange Halloween plush, $149.99.
Oh yeah.
And where Cameron Gravity Goods was instrumental, you were wondering where to list that. You
Mhm.
thought you were going to be happy, or you thought if you could get $100, $99.99.
Yeah, I was gonna price it at 124.99 and then probably accept. I would be happy with 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in the chat, there was Cameron was weighing in, Chris Cajun Reseller was weighing in there. And Cameron's like, hey, you should list it for 150. Put it 149.99. Let's see where it's at. Chris was kind of in concurrence with that, but also, depends on how long you want to
Wait.
hold on to it or whatever. Well, you didn't wait very long at all
I
because
instantly. Well, after the show, we were chit chatting, and I had like 2 or 3 offers already between like 100 and 122. And then I
yeah,
told you someone messaged me, asked me if I would consider 125. And we were talking about how that's really not an offer. Like you can't take that
yeah,
serious. And then I got done. I was getting ready to do I was going live on the Nurse Flipper show. And I
yeah,
mean, message, people wanting to know like what's the lowest you'll go. And then I was getting offers all like up to I think 125 was when I first was like the highest I had gotten at the time, and I was like,
yeah,
oh, maybe I should just wait and see. And then I was kind of because I was getting ready for to do the live. I didn't want to sit there and just start chit chatting with people. And I'm like, I'm just gonna
yeah,
relax and see what happens during the day. And then during the live, it ended up selling for full price. It was awesome.
yeah. That I was super excited when you sent that. You posted the Instagram that you had sold that. And it's like, yes, I was happy for you because normally you're a close seller. Here, I want to my biggest fan here, my biggest cheerleader, Jimmy,
Thank
OSF
you.
picker. Dan kicked his butt. Yay. Jimmy's always, in my corner there. Um, Jimmy actually the Sunday night on Nashville Flippers channel, the Super Skipper Flip Show was fun. Me, Jimmy, Paul, Philly Flipper, Angie Resells, and of course Dustin and Ray. And Jimmy edged me out. I caught up right at the end, but he beat me 13-12 on that. And but that was fun. I love the skipper flip. And also speaking of Ray and Nashville Flippers and Paul, the draft, the Monday night draft last night, you were on that
Yes.
Monday night. Go and check that. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that it is the best Monday night draft show on the internet. There, I said it. Start sending the hate mail, but it's yeah. So Dan, you were drafting. Well, it was supposed to be snack cakes.
Yeah.
Basically, was the snack cakes, and it was all over the board with some of the picks that folks had. But man, it was a blast
That was fun.
watching that. So go check out.
You do the recap. I like that. Are you gonna do that? Are you still in the testing phase of that, or are you gonna continue doing that?
As long as they invite me, I'll do it, because I always watch the draft. I watch the draft from beginning to end because I enjoy it a lot.
Were you on the first one of those? Was the very first one?
The very first draft that they did, that we were drafting basically the best resellers. Best YouTube resellers, best resellers, and
I didn't see
and
that.
then
I
they
thought you guys
thought
were drafting like football draft, like a fantasy football draft. I thought that's what that was. So I didn't watch it, and then after a couple, I'm like, what are they doing? And that's one of my favorite things to watch on Mondays.
And I think it was just such a good concept that
fun.
That they did, and it's like they do it every week on Monday nights. It goes back and forth between Nashville Flippers channel and Paul Philly Flipper Live channel. So check that out. Let's see. Dan and Joseph are in demand.
What's up, Roman?
Hello, everyone. Hey, Roman. Roman, are you doing anything 127 or Route 30? I'm going to hit you up, Roman, anyway this afternoon about some stuff. Yes, Ken is 0-2. The house might be due for a win here. Yeah, I need to get somebody that I can be. I don't mind losing though, because I think it's fun. I'd like to sell some more items, because it makes it fun on the Instagram when you can poke at one another about who's ahead. Oh, and I had messaged you yesterday. I woke up yesterday and I thought I had 2 offers on 2 of the shirts that I had listed. And I'm like, okay, let's take a look here. I'm going to catch up last minute. And they were so low ball offers. I'm not sure why anybody thinks that if you have a shirt listed for $90, that $19 is going to be an offer that you take. It's just ridiculous.
Which one was for $90? Did you have listed?
The Rock.
The Rock. Oh, okay, that's
if you smell what the Rock is cooking. Yeah, it's that. That's
$19 for that.
Yeah. It's like
if you weren't on the if you weren't doing this challenge, would you counter that, or would you just straight up decline that?
I would counter it. I very seldom do I ever straight up decline, but I think I sent an offer back at like 85, so like $5 off or whatever. Yeah. And I heard nothing. And then the one kind of the big Buffalo print, Colorado Buffaloes vintage shirt, I got a low ball offer on that as well. I don't know. They were just so far out there.
Yeah.
That because I thought, if they were at least halfway reasonable, because I didn't have anything in either of the shirts. I didn't pay for them. They both came from Jill. So let's see. Roman says Dan does a good job on drafts, but TJ does better. Oh, Roman's a TJ fan right there. Yeah, TJ is fun. Those costumes that he was
that was hilarious
on in the wigs last night. So everybody check that out. Hey all, Meg is here, Lilac Seller. Hey Dan, before we go any further, I do want to there was a moment of silence last night, but our guy right here in the background, RIP to Pee Wee Herman. I've always been a big Pee Wee Herman fan. His movies, back watching the Pee Wee's Playhouse, and even his original special that was on HBO. He was just, a grown-up child, and just you would see him in a few other movies, which was always odd to see Paul Rubens in a movie that wasn't Pee Wee Herman. So, yes, Cameron's so sad, loved Pee Wee for sure. So, yeah, all right, R.I.P. to him. That's sad. So,
Yeah.
okay, so
I like Pee Wee Herman and the what I'm trying to think of I haven't not seen or anything of his in a really long time when I was a kid when he did that. I don't remember the movie when he gets picked up by the truck driver lady, and that was like when I was like a kid. Do you remember that part?
oh
I was
yeah,
so scared. I was so scared of that lady.
that
But
was
it was
their original Pee Wee's Big Adventure
yeah,
when he
okay,
was
yeah.
trying to find his bike and
Yeah.
Large Marge.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think it's Large Marge.
Yes. And yes, he was a great actor for sure, Roman. But so Dan won. If
Woo-hoo.
Dan beat me 3-1 this week. So although we were talking before the show that our sales were pretty decent for the week, just not selling the items that we listed out of the death pile. And yes, Large Marge. Man, that was a great movie. There's so much quotable stuff out of there. One of my favorites that I always use was from Pee Wee's Big Adventure is he was talking to the lady that wanted to go to France. She wanted to go to France. They were sitting outside like the dinosaur park or whatever. And she said, I'd like to go to France or whatever, but and he's like, everyone I know has a big butt. And it just, I don't know, it just the way that he delivers that. Here's a request coming in as soon as let's see what it says here. Graham's Pops. Hey, can we talk about Jimmy's beard looking more festive and Santa-like than Ken's on the podcast this week? No, we can't.
It did look nice, Jimmy. I was watching the podcast earlier. It looks good.
I was telling Jill that last night too, that because she hadn't watched it yet, and I was telling her kind of some of the stuff but yeah, he's got a good looking Santa beard coming in. No, I don't think he's done anything yet to it. But we'll see when it starts to get all puffed out here and gets unruly after a little bit. When you have to get into the beard butter and the beard balm and the beard oil, and you got to brush it, you got to trim it, you got to do. We'll see, but yeah, it is a good looking beard he's got going on there. We still got a lot of hot weather though. We'll see what happens. That's because Jimmy's birthday is all gray. Oh, beard is all gray. Ken has pepper and salt. Yes, I do, which is why I have to, I bleach everything, and it takes about 2 to 3 bleaching processes to get all the darkness out and my eyebrows and everything done. Now, Jimmy says he's not going to full bleaching. Round face equals great Santa beard.
I don't know. I have a round face. My beard wouldn't look that good at all. It gets all like patchy right here. It's all weird. Starts winding up. Plus, I lay on my side a lot, so I get a lot of bed beard. Bedhead, whatever it's called. I was laying down listening before we started.
He's got
my favorite thing. I lay in bed and listen. It's the most pathetic thing ever, but
he gets bed beard. That's funny. So, Dan,
yo,
we're gonna okay. You want to know what your prize? You won the prize package. You beat me this week 3-1. So I figure I like to give out prizes and stuff like that. So I figure either if you beat me or if you beat your death pile, you get 6 or more, or you beat me or both, you win the prize. Yes. So valuable prize chosen especially for you, which consists of, well, starting out, your very own, where's that? Ken versus 10
I get a real
winner's
trophy.
trophy right there. Get your 10 versus 10, your SSK promo. Oh no,
Sticker?
it's SSK promo sticker.
Nice.
You will get your own autographed SSK promo, the original Gen 1 right here. There's not many of these that are going to be, because I will be doing a new headshot specifically for the reseller rally
Oh, nice.
coming up. So these Gen 1s, they're no longer in print, and
Oh, Gen 1.
only so
I thought you
many
said
people
Gen
have
1. I thought you said Gen 1. I was like, oh, Gen has one.
Gen. Is there any gens that have one? I don't know. And you are going to get your very
Really?
own. Let's see here.
Are you sure? I get
Your
all that
very own
for selling
talking
a
Mr. Bill, and the most
pre-lounge item?
valuable prize of all of them,
Uh-oh.
your very own box of Kraft macaroni and cheese. Right, it's the cheesiest, Dan.
I haven't
So
had
I've
that
seen in the
forever.
commercials. Oh, you'll love it. I got to thinking then earlier when I was getting out the prices, I thought, oh, I should have went and got Dan a box of Nutty Buddies
Oof, they'll melt.
for his prize.
They'll melt.
Let's see what don't we all list in bed? Jimmy wants to know.
I don't think everyone does. Some people that I know my buddy Mike from the January house, he likes to sit at his computer. So
Yeah.
so he's always there. But and then I think Joe sits at his desk too. Every time I talk to them, I'm always laying in my bed like listing.
Yeah, I list mostly at my computer. Sometimes I'll do comps and drafting and stuff. See, I lie down. Cameron says he lies down in bed sometimes, so no judgment
Thank
here,
you.
Dan. We're a judgment-free zone here at the Ken versus 10. I'll do like drafting and comping and stuff in my chair out in the living room when I'm watching TV, but I kind of finalize all of my drafts or all of my listings on the computer.
Man.
Dan needs to do the same photo for the rally.
I don't know.
I'll let you borrow my yellow hat.
I don't think I have confidence enough to do a headshot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a special reseller rally photo. Somehow I think that I'm gonna see others out there, stealing my gig, Dan, stealing my bit, signing their own headshots. But that's okay. We can get the collection going. Can you make me a large size t-shirt with your face on it, Cam? I'll wear it at the rally. Yeah, Cameron, we had talked. Oh, it's been a few months ago. Cameron's going to be my hype man at the rally. My rap style, my 90s rap style hype man. I photo each product as I list it, so I haven't figured out how to list in bed yet. Okay. Yeah, so I do all my drafts. Go ahead. How do you do it?
Because since I do mostly clothes, I have like a backdrop that I got off of Amazon that I put down on my bed, over my bed. So like I take my pictures and then I take all my pictures, and then when I'm done, I fold it all up and then I put it away, and then I can lay in bed and list. Like I'll sit in the living room and list, but it's like usually, I mean, I don't ever list on I don't know if I can honestly list on my computer. I don't know if I know how. I don't.
Oh, really? You do everything on your phone?
On my phone. The only thing I do from my computer is my shipping. That's it. But so yeah, and then like if I have a chair in my room, so like if I'm sometimes I'll take pictures and I'll list, like if I'm listing like all day, if that's all I'm doing, I'll take pictures, I'll sit down and I'll list, and then I'll get up and do like that. But yeah, I used to my old dog Oscar back here. That's a picture of him. I
remember Oscar.
He hated coming in here, and he didn't like when I put like clothes out when I did a little bit of clothing back then. So and he always like he would have to like lay near me. So if I was like he would in bed. I would lay in bed, so he would like lay on top of my like pillow on top of my head. So then I would
Okay.
just sit there and do that. So I think that's how it started. I don't know, but that's just what I do. I don't know why I told you all that. I'm
That's
sorry. I bored you
I
guys.
forget we were talking. Len, he sends offers from bed. I do that a lot too in the morning when I wake up if I have offers and stuff overnight. I say Ken, you say rocks. Ken,
Rocks.
Ken.
Kick rocks. I mean rocks.
That goes back to the last reseller rally and Cameron up on the second or third floor
Oh,
at
I heard
the
this story.
yelling out uh I think it was I say reseller, you say rally. Uh that's such a fun day. Dan, you're gonna have a blast at
Oh yeah,
this year's rally. I'm looking
I'm
forward to
excited.
meeting you. Cameron lost his voice after that. And I think weren't they also like blowing bubbles off the mezzanine
I
up
think I
there or
remember that
something like
story
that?
too. I heard a lot of stories.
So, let's play some games, Dan. What the
All
heck?
right.
So, you already got the prize package coming to you. So, this is these are just silly games. Now, and I thought of this because you come from a casino background. Everybody pretty much knows your story or whatever, but you before you became a full-time reseller, you were a poker room supervisor, poker dealer, blackjack dealer,
Oh yeah.
um, all of that. So you're real familiar with casinos. Um,
Haven't stepped in one in 3 years. Maybe a
really.
little
So
less. Well, I did go to return my like badge, so maybe less than 2.5 years. Almost 3 years.
did you not gamble that much or was it just a job and you went to the casino and you did but you
I
played poker quite a bit, right?
Yeah, so I got into it. I went on a I was I was working. I'll get through the story real fast. I was working at Blockbuster Video, and
Yes.
I was in my early 20s, and I was like, man, I can't work at Blockbuster forever. What else can I do? And my brother was working at a casino, and we
Uh-huh.
were on a cruise, family vacation. We went on a cruise, and he took me to show me how to play. We went to the casino on the ship, and I
Okay.
played, and I really liked playing, but I hated losing my money. I lost like $400 or something that night
Yeah.
trying to play 3 card poker. And so I came home and I signed up for blackjack school. Got a call. I had to go in for an audition for an interview. Got the
Uh-huh.
audition on like the week before like New Year's, and I put in my
Okay.
notice from Blockbuster. Started New Year's Day and loved it. But I didn't like.
Yeah.
I like to play, and then so I did that for a few months. Jumped into poker, and then I became obsessed with poker. And I played
Okay.
poker, but I didn't. And then I would play poker a few nights a week, play cards to have fun, but nothing like too serious. And yeah, but other than that, like I didn't. I like to. I'll still play cards, but I don't really play much anymore. That's fun, but I hate gambling. It's not really my thing. Like
Yeah.
I like to play cards. I
Yeah,
was
I
obsessed with
don't
learning it.
I love to gamble. I love to go to the casinos and stuff. And I think for me, whatever monies I take is monies that I can lose. I've never
Yeah.
played with, money that I wasn't planning to lose on that trip. But I think winning makes me even more stingy than losing because I don't want to give it back. I want to walk away from the casino with something.
That's smart. It's smart to go and lose. Well, I guess I should say because I said I don't like gambling. I am an avid. I sports bet all the time, but like
Yeah.
I live in Indiana, and we do it all mobily, so it's not like I don't have to go. It doesn't feel like I have to go anywhere. And
Okay.
I've most of them when they signed up. I think this is going to be like the fourth year that we've done it, had it
Yeah.
available. When you signed up, you deposit some money, and they give you like a pretty hefty bonus to sign up.
Yeah.
I haven't reloaded any money on my accounts in four
Oh,
years for
okay.
that. I'm like more into learning how to like make your money last in it and not like lose like not like don't go for I'm when I play cards, like I'll play cards for like 25 cents, 50 cents, And
Yeah.
like I make a bet, like I bet to win like $10. So it's like I
Okay.
don't bet to win. I don't have like $200 in my account and I bet $200 on a game. I have
Yeah.
$200 in my account and I bet to win like $10. So it's
Yeah.
boring.
Hey,
It's boring to most people, but it's exciting to me.
that's all I ever ask when I go to a casino and sit down at a table or slots or whatever, is just to get some fun, some play
Mhm.
time. Sometimes you can sit down at a blackjack table or craps or something like that. Love to play craps. Um and it's like 10 minutes and you've blown through 100, $200, and it's like, that wasn't any fun at all.
Yeah.
And so, I like to, when you win, you kind of got to get that first win like right near the beginning. And so to have a little bit of bankroll to keep playing.
I did like to play video poker a lot. And
Yeah.
the last time I played that, I went to Vegas, and in video poker, if you don't play, like it's pretty hard to lose in video poker if you're. It's I mean not like it takes a while to lose your money. It's a pretty safe game where
Yeah.
you can just play for hours. I must have lost
Yeah.
like $200 in like 20 minutes. It was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever, and that was like the last time I ever
Yeah.
played. I'm like, I'm done with
Yeah.
this. This is stupid.
Gonna go to the
So,
chat here real quick. Lisa, Jersey Gypsy, she's watching from the beginning. So once you catch up to this,
hey,
hello,
Lisa.
hey, Lisa. And Meg says that she still needs to book her room. Yes, got to get on that. Hopefully the cheaper block of rooms is still available. I don't know what that is, but Meg, will be very nice to meet you. Jimmy knows all about Ken loving to win, and he's given up on winning ever since he met him. Well, Jimmy, your record right now against me is pretty good. When we're in the different live shows and stuff, you're doing pretty good. Except I still have that $5 thrifted item to hold over your head from March Madness. Dan, when will you be at the rally, and can you go to the casino there and win a jackpot?
Oh, is that Jack's down there? Wait, yeah, Jack's. Oh, I guess Europe and towards Cleveland. I think it's Jack's. That used to be a property that with the company I worked at, and I actually was, I wanted to work at that. I went down to Cincinnati, and I wanted to transfer to that casino to work because I really liked it there.
Uh-huh.
I played cards there one time. It was a nice casino. I don't know how it is now. I haven't been there in years. I don't know if I want a jackpot because I probably won't play anything that has a jackpot.
So let's say, God forbid that this reselling thing doesn't work out for you. Would you go back to a casino? Is that what you would look to do? Or
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really have any other. I don't have any other skills anymore. Like I've went. So when I got into it, I wasn't really into school. Like I liked school, but I wasn't really into college. And I've gone to college about 1,000 times trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And that's how I ended
Yeah.
up at the casino, just learning a skill. Yeah, if I had to, like, it would be the it would probably start off at right now they hire all the time for like full-time dealer, because I've thought
Uh-huh.
about like trying to go back as just to do it like part-time for 1 or 2 days a week just to get out of the house a little bit, because I'm just
Yeah.
at my house all day every day, like for my entire, it's crazy. So I thought about going for a few like if I could go 1 or 2 nights a week just to make a little extra money and just get out of the house and like hang out like people I used to work with, and I would know
Yeah.
people to do it. But they're only hiring like full time, and I know me and I
Okay.
know my personality. The second I do that, they're gonna be short. They're gonna need people. I'm gonna end up working. The next thing I know, I'm not gonna be reselling. And I mean, I'll be reselling like I was before. When I first started reselling,
Yeah.
I basically bought. I was basically a buy. I bought stuff and just collected stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I know how I would be. So yeah, it would have to be probably.
So Roman said that no, Jax is in Cleveland down there. And throw a shout out to Jeff Ball, good friend of ours. He also look at this beauty right here.
Is that,
This big.
is that the thing you showed on the podcast?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This came from Jeff. At some point, this may be a giveaway, unless I find out that it's worth something. Then I'm going to try to sell it. But look at that.
That's
It's
pretty cool.
amazing.
He made that?
No, he didn't make it. I'm not sure where he got
You
it,
found
but
that. You found that in the ocean, huh?
he found it. And so what's up, Jeff? Good to have you here. Reselling is plan B, Ken. Sometimes it seems like that from day to day. Yeah, it is awesome, Jeff, for sure. Okay, so your casino background, a movie that I love to watch. Let me find my stuff here. A movie that I love to watch is Vegas Vacation. Chevy Chase and out there losing all his money at the casino, but when Cousin Eddie takes him to the other casino, where they have all the different types of games, which we're going to go over here in a second. We're gonna so I thought we just do some silliness here, play some of these games. So I'm going to play this here real quick.
I gotta warn you, Clark, they don't play the same games here as they do at them regular casinos.
Eddie, this place is great. They don't have any of these games at the Mirage.
I thought you were gonna play the whole clip.
Well, I'm gonna play as we play the games. Okay.
I think it's the same one I watched today. I was watching it earlier, that clip.
We got about 5 different let me see. Where do I need to go back here to comments here real quick? Yeah, he found it in a pineapple under the sea.
Was the
Jeff
pineapple
did.
upside down?
Ooh, I don't know. Woohoo. Jeff could, I don't know. I've met Jeff, a number of times. So
Randy Quaid is hilarious. He is funny.
it was a good movie. Yeah. Randy Quaid is hilarious. So Dan, we're gonna play a few of these games. We'll see how this goes. And let's
your mom
start
says
out.
keep freezing up.
Am I freezing up or you?
Your mom says you keep freezing up.
Oh, really?
I didn't notice. Maybe it's just when
Are
you
you
came
sure
in and
it's
out.
me, Mom, and not your connection over there that you're watching? Hey, somebody else let me know. Have I been freezing up here? And okay, so we're gonna go with this one right here, Dan.
Give me that, Clark. He cheated, Eddie. Clark, he switched to my sword.
So Dan, we're gonna play some of these games. We're gonna do since you sold 3 items, you beat me like 3-1. We're gonna play these games. First 1 to 3 wins.
Okay.
Wins. Okay. So here we go. Dan?
Yeah.
Guess which hand it's in?
Wait, so do I say my right, your left?
Yeah, however. This one?
Yep, yeah.
There's some Mr. Bill. So it's the house 1, the Dan 0. Hey, maybe I might win. Then I'll eat your box of macaroni and cheese. Okay, Dan, guess which hand it's in?
The other one this time.
This one?
No, yeah, that one. This. Yeah.
Hey, Dan wins.
Neither.
This is silly. Your mom sounds like the beginning of a bad joke.
What?
Ken, put the scene with the buffet. I don't know that I have that one. It's been fine for me. You keep. Oh, yep. And your mom sounds like the beginning. Okay. Are you ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Dan?
Yeah.
Guess which hand it's in?
My left, your right. Yep, that one. Oh, dang it.
Oh, okay. So it's 2-1. 2-1. I could win it here with the Mr. Bill.
Ugh.
Guess which hand it's in? Dan?
Yeah.
Guess which hand it's in?
My right, your left. Yeah, that
This
one.
one?
I can see it.
Oh, he can see it. Okay.
Well, when you
Oh, we're-
went like this, I could see it.
Yeah, we're all tied up here. Hey, Dan.
Hey.
Guess which hand it's in?
I'm going my right, your left.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's empty. Yeah.
Oh, and there's Mr. Bill. So the house wins. Guess which hand it's in? Let's see.
Roman, I lost. I'm not a pro.
Okay. So let's do this one right here, Dan.
Pick a number. I'm great at that. Four.
7.
Okay. So I have of course, my official
That's like-
whiteboard from I'd Flip That right here. And I'm going to jot down a number. Dan,
Yeah.
pick a number between 1 and 10.
6. Oh.
4. Okay. House is up. Okay. Straight down. Another number. Okay. Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
pick a number between 1 and 10.
I'm not allowed to ask any questions. You can't respond to anything.
Sure. Go ahead. Let's see how that works.
Higher or lower than your last number?
It's exactly even with my last number.
Wait, what does that mean? So it's 4?
Okay, let's.
You wrote it in permanent marker,
It's-
didn't you?
It's 1-1. I did not.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
pick a number between 1 and 10.
7. Oh, so close.
Easy. 2
Oh,
to 1.
so
Okay,
close.
I'm up, so you can ask a question this time.
Okay.
Hey, Dan,
Yeah.
pick a number between 1 and 10.
Odd or even?
Even.
2. Oh.
Ah. Okay, house is up. There's 5 games total, so the house is up 2 games to 1. I have
Wanna
a
back
Venmo
myself?
too. I have Venmo too. You can just Venmo me your stakes, how much you want to bet. Dirty Plumbus is here,
That's backed by Silver to me. Always.
backed by Silver. Okay, good to see you here. Thank you. And the funny thing is, that guy could say any number after the person tells him his number. Yes, that's what
That's what I was thinking.
I love that. Okay, let's do another one here. What do we do? Okay. Oh, here we go. We're going to try this, Dan.
These are my games. Give me $20. War. You know, Russ and I play this all the time. I'm in.
There we go. All right.
Oh, that's fast.
War. Oh, okay. I was wondering how you're going to do this.
Okay. So we've got basically this is a random shuffled deck. I will go ahead and I'm going to refresh the page and refresh the page. So, well, there's no way I could have looked at them. So what we'll do first round is let me see what pops up here. The first round is your card first, then my card.
Okay.
Then we'll I can either reset the deck each time or we'll just play through this. It's a single deck, 52 cards, and we'll go. So here we go. Here's your card.
Ooh.
10 versus the Jack. Okay, this is my card. Oh, a king. Oh,
That's high. That's
Dan
high?
takes, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ace is always high. Okay, 2-2. Here we go. Your card is an 8
Oh, you're gonna win. No,
against
you're gonna lose.
a 2. All right. So Dan is up. One more win for Dan, and he takes his first game. So this is my card. A
Oof.
6.
Oh, here comes the
Looking
queen.
good for you. Boom!
Yeah.
Oh, he picks it. And he guesses it. So, so Dan wins his first outing. It is 2-1.
Woo.
And let's see what
Joker's
we
higher
got
than
here.
Jokers are wild.
4. Russ and I play this all the time. Ace is high, yes, and Joker is higher than an ace. If you play with jokers, depending on what game you're playing, yeah,
I haven't
sometimes
played War in years. I used to
we
love
throw
playing
those
War.
out there. Okay, let's see what the next game is. This is pretty fun. Let's do this one.
Coin toss.
Call it.
Heads.
I'm sorry, sir. It's tails.
Almost.
Man, I ran through my whole drink here
Did you?
in this show. I got a half a bottle of water here. I poured in my cup. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna do this way.
No, do you have a coin on there?
Okay, here's a coin that will flip. That will flip and see where we're at. So, Dan, heads or tails?
Tails. Ugh.
It is heads. Okay, so I am up 1-0. Dan, heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. Okay, 1-1. 1-1. Heads or tails, Dan?
Tails.
It is heads.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it's tails. Roman had said in the chat. Okay, so it's 2-1. My lead.
Yeah, 2-1. I
Okay.
have to keep on. I have to keep going. I have to go tails again.
Okay, tails.
I'm boring this out, but I want to see if it keeps going back and forth. So
Oh, it's tails. Okay,
right.
we're all tied up. Next one wins.
heads.
Dan chooses heads. Let's see in the chat there. Heads or tails on the last spin here. What do you think?
It's alternated every time.
Jeff
Most of the
Ball
time it
says
doesn't.
he didn't expect it to be such high tech.
Yeah, I thought you were literally gonna flip a coin.
Oh, you know what? I have one right here, but I thought that would be
This is
hard
better.
to.
Yeah, this is
It
better.
would be hard for me to show and be fair about it. So, okay, Jeff says heads.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Nick Picker, hey, good to see you. Nick Picker says
What up, Nick?
tails.
Your
My
mom says
mother
heads?
says heads.
Oh. 50-50 in the
Len
chat. It's
says
heads.
tails.
Maybe the time. I think we're waiting too long. I almost want to change my mind now.
So right now we've got a head, 2 heads, and 2 tails. Let's see the next person in the chat that puts it in. That's. Oh, we got a couple of them that are popping up here. We got
There we
Roman
go,
says
here we
heads, Lisa Durr says heads, and Dan in demand
Here we
says
go,
heads.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's flip it
Come
for the
on,
win.
heads.
And it's heads.
Flip it one more time.
Oh.
I think it's gonna be tails this time. Just do one more
Okay.
time. Just. That's broken.
And it was.
Do it again, heads. Oh, finally.
Tails.
Okay. All right,
Heads.
now it's back.
Heads. Okay,
Okay.
so it was 2 tails, 2 heads in a row. Oh, 3 heads in a row.
Okay, good. All right, there we go. I just wanted to make sure it
Okay.
didn't just alternate every time.
Meg had said heads. Okay, so what did it end up being? It was heads. You
It
won.
was
So
heads. Yeah, I
everybody
won.
that had heads there, Jeff, my mother, Roman, Lisa, Dan, of course, won. Okay, that brings us down to our last game. Do you remember what the game was?
I'm trying to think what I haven't seen yet. Paper, rock, scissors.
Dealer has rock. Pay paper.
It's such a great scene.
I was telling
I
you
had-
earlier. I have to tell this story every time I talk about paper, rock, scissors. So I was telling you earlier that I would go to work and we'd have like if we wanted to leave early, we could leave early from work. You sign up on it was called an EO sheet, like an early out sheet.
Okay.
I worked a shift with a guy for a few months or whatever, and it was only him and I that started at a certain time. So for the EO, instead of just drawing a number or anything, I convinced
Okay.
him to play paper, rock, scissors to do so we could see who would go first. And after a few times, I realized I knew his pattern of how he would pick. He started off with the same one every time. So I literally
Okay.
would always win.
Yeah. Were you betting money on it?
No, I was betting to leave early. I was betting to lose
betting
money.
to leave early. Okay. Even better. Okay, so we're going the first 1 to 3, rock, paper, scissors. Let me move this in. So the rules are we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay,
Okay.
so it's 1, 2, 3, and then whatever your pick is.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh
Wait, no, it's kind of on the fourth one. We'll do it quicker. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Shoot,
Okay,
okay.
ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
This is not what there's a delay here.
There's a delay here.
No,
Okay.
I'm going too fast. You're going too slow for me. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay. So
So 1, 2, 3, shoot. Just 1, 2, 3, shoot. Now.
Okay, ready?
All right. The tempo.
I'll say go, and then it's 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
I'm okay. I don't even want to do that. I just want if one of us goes one. All right, I'm gonna do shoot. Okay. When I hear you say shoot, it's so hard to.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
harder than it looks. Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, you got me with your rock. Okay. Okay, so it's 2 to 0. 2 to 0. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Got the rock on the scissors. Okay, 2 to 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I knew you were gonna do that too.
Covers paper. Okay.
Did you
This
win
is
yet?
it, Dan.
You won, right?
No,
Wait.
it's 2 to
Oh,
2.
Okay.
This is for all the marbles right here.
Okay.
In the first casino games, Dan's going up. He tied it up with flipping the coin. And here we go for the championship. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Scissors. Oh, I didn't have that. Scissors cuts my paper, and Dan wins the Easy Casino Challenge for the day. Not only did he trounce me in the Ken versus 10 listing challenge and got all these valuable prizes chosen especially for him, he also won the casino challenge. That was pretty fun. I like that. I enjoyed that.
That was fun.
I had a good time editing those videos too, because some of those scenes were a lot longer.
Yeah.
And I thought people aren't going to want to sit through.
I watched that clip today.
And so that was a blast. So we are right up at about an hour, which is
Oh,
kind of
hey.
where I like to keep that. That
Perfect
flew
timing.
by. I was afraid it wasn't going to we weren't going to be able to fill up time, but Dan, I appreciate you joining
That's
me.
fun.
It's kind of a 2-week commitment to come on. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and we got to chat, with one another. We always see each other, in the chats and on lives and things like that, but we never really had a chance to
Yeah, it's nice to see you.
know.
Like it's not. It's weird saying it's nice to talk to you face to face, but it really hasn't. Not really face to face, but it really is kind of face to face, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Because it's, one-on-one private stuff, off the air or whatever. But really looking forward to seeing you at the reseller rally. But more immediate than that, I will see you tomorrow on your listing live.
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon. What time does that
I
start?
start 1 p.m. Central. So if you're
1
on the East,
p.m.
it's
Central.
2 o'clock on the East. Yeah, I did. I
Yes.
go over my sales. Hopefully, I have a couple sales today, so I usually just go over my sales from today. Nothing.
Yes.
Just to have something to talk about.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
tomorrow
enjoying it.
you'll be able to
Fun.
talk about how you whipped.
I don't know if it's
and-
whipped. I'm just glad, like, because I mean, most of your items were good, but you sold a pretty cool item. I was
Yeah.
happy the item I sold was very nice. It was very nice,
Yeah.
and good item.
Oh,
It would have been a lot
I was
worse if it was just if I didn't sell that and it was a bunch of clothing. I was nervous. I was hoping I would get feedback because it got delivered yesterday. Oh, I
Uh-huh.
didn't mention that it did cost. I did flat rate shipping on it for. I sent it Ground Advantage for $6.50. And I boxed it up and I put not padding, but packing paper in there.
Yeah.
It ended up costing, I think it was $7.67. It was the
Okay.
shipping. I lost a little on shipping because I ended up
Okay.
it went farther, went to Arizona, and I packed it up a little bit, but I wasn't expecting, I don't know. I packed it up a little bit heavier, so I did mess up on shipping on it. I have to make sure I say that.
Yeah, that's but I mean the profit that you made on that paying, what you pay $4.42 and sold it for $1.49. Heck yeah. That's a good deal. Now, I know that you used to sell hard goods kind of more in the beginning, and then you've kind of transitioned into clothes and shoes. Does a sale like that get you maybe excited to find a few more hard good sort of items, or just when they come up?
When I see them, so I kind of when I go thrift or something, if I know if I'm gonna go to a bunch of stores, I usually just focus on the clothing. But if I'm gonna go, if I like tomorrow I have my live, I probably only go to some thrift stores near me. I'll spend like an hour and a half, and I'll go through the whole store and look for stuff. But
yeah,
I mean those are great, but I like my clothes with space and storing stuff. It's a little bit easier, but
yes,
if I see something that catches my eye, like that caught my eye. But yeah, it was. If I had more space, maybe.
Lisa had said great stuff. Thanks for the love. Hey, we love everybody. And then she corrected herself. She's not sending love this way. Thanks for the live, I meant. So, but we still love everybody that participates and comes and watches and
who do you have on next week?
Supports my channel. I'm working at that. I've got some stuff going on right now to get that in the works, and it's going to be a busy week next week of some thrifting, and I'm not sure what the 127 and stuff, and I'm not sure the follow up on the Wednesday. I may have a special guest with me along with doing the recap show. So Dan, once again, I appreciate it, my friend, and everyone in the chat, thank you very much, and we will catch you next time on Ken versus 10.